All right, we are back in England. And, well, I think we're actually in Wales still, just on the border in, hold on, let me look this up, Chester or near Chester. Across the border in Breton at an airport. So, what we're going to do is fly straight straight east, and get to Oulton, track we know pretty well. Then we're going to head straight north, and pretty much straight north we've got a goat cart track. And then from there we're going to go to Liverpool, where there's sort of a track, used to be a track. I don't know what its deal fully is. So we're just going to do this little square around Liverpool, and that'll be the flight. So we're in something a little bit slower. It's just default aircraft, and yeah, hopefully we can fly it and it doesn't have too many quirks. So we are just going to roll out here to the runway. This is old airfield that's been stripped down to one runway, it looks like, and we don't even have that much wind, and it's really sunny, and it's actually real world weather right now. So congrats on not having a rainy day. What direction are we headed? We can probably just make a left and go. I mean, might not have enough room there. We'll just roll on and take off this direction and get ourselves turned. So hopefully this thing doesn't yell at me too much. It's got a stupid voice that I don't know how to turn off. I don't like the default planes just because they've got too many little weird issues. It seems like the pay planes are just way better altogether. Let's get it up in the air. Oh, it is not really lifting off the ground. We'll hold 90. We're headed in the wrong direction right now, but let's just climb out here. I didn't have my altitude set right. Oh man, this thing is really not climbing. What have I done wrong? I just used to everything else we've been flying, and this is really not got the same climb rate. Alright, get ourselves turned to the east, and we'll just head straight east and hope we find it. The sun is coming up. Back our speed down just a little bit. Let's go ahead and altitude hold. Is that gonna hold altitude, or is it gonna try to crash me? It's gonna try to crash me. There we go. Altitude on 1,100. You got it? You got it, plane? You gonna do it? Alright. We're good there. Let's zoom out here. We're going 120. That should get us there. Oh, we got quite a ways. There's the airport. I assume that's Chester. Our soccer stadium should be right there according to the map. So we're heading in the right direction-ish, possibly. Let's go ahead and just set up our heading so that we don't get blown off and go in the wrong direction. Even though we're just kind of winging it here, I'm not 100% sure it's straight east. Just trying to look at where it would be. I think it's gonna be right here, right in this area. So before we get to the hills, what are we flying over now? Oh, just more of Chester. So terrain's going to be going up on us a little bit. We may have to climb up a little more, especially if this starts yelling at me. But a lot more populated area over here. And then we got Liverpool up there, Manchester over there, I think. So what is around this racetrack? We should see golf courses before we get to the track. Okay, so those look like golf courses. Let's turn that direction. Although it could just be fields. Yeah, it might just be fields with not a lot of trees around it. That's okay though. We'll kind of weave back and forth here. Oh, there's more golf courses before that though, so that might not be the right one. Imagine that. There's more than one golf course out here. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good though around this area. That's nice. Terrain though is getting higher, so we can't get too far that way. You have a little bit of fog. Out around here, just a bunch of little homes, farms. Alright, so that is not a golf course. It's just a very squared off. Alright, I see that. So there's like a Beeston Castle over that way. I'm gonna guess it's supposed to be somewhere there. Or used to be up there. And that puts us way south. So we need to swing our way back this direction. We should find the racetrack up here. Or up here. This town is gonna be, I'm just guessing based off of where I think I am, Tiverton? So if I got that right, let me know. And there we got golf courses, which means we got a racetrack around here somewhere. Oh, actually, that might be Tarperley. The racetrack, though. No. Not there yet. But is that it? I think that's it. Hang a hard left here. Yep, that looks like it. Let's back the speed down. Lots of parking lots, and yep, we are right over top of it. The lake next to it that you don't ever really notice is there. Big parking lot that looks like a graveyard. And the track. Oulton. Kart track on the infield, and yeah, it looks a lot flatter than it feels in game, but I'm sure if we got down to ground level we would see a lot more of the elevation changes. So, one down, pick the speed back up, and let's head straight north. We're already headed straight north. Alright. Will straight north take us to where we want to go? It should, and it should take us to a really weird horse track, and then to the go-kart track. It's called Three Sisters. Obviously, I've never heard of it, because how am I going to know random go-kart tracks in a different country? But let's gain some altitude here. Let's get up to 2,000. And vertical speed. Do we have vertical speed? Here we go. How do I change my vertical speed? There we go. Alright, let's climb it out here. Let's take a look outside. What do we have? We got a lot of lakes. We got something being built over there. I guess ponds, not really lakes. And coming up, we got the river. We got a whole bunch of rivers on the way. So we might have a town. It's going to be hard for me to figure out which are the towns on here, because everything's kind of going to blend together. Yeah, we've got a big old why can't I think? Smokestack. There we go. Couldn't think of the word. So that actually was way closer than I thought it was going to be. So this is probably going to be way closer than I thought going up north here. We're at 15. I think that might actually be just fine. Let's do altitude hold there. Alright, so off to our left, not a whole lot. Some rivers. To our right, not a whole lot. And ahead of us, we got some towns. And we should have, looks like a canal. And that will tell me exactly where I am once we see a straight line of water. Unless we have already passed that somehow, but I don't think we would have been able to. Yeah, so this is, I don't know the town. Prestonbrook is what it's, the biggest label, but that's like right over this industrial area. Got a bridge. And then I'm gonna guess this is, I don't know what that is. M56? Possibly. Alright, so we got an airport over there, looks like. That'll probably be where we land. What do we got here? What are you? You're a laboratory. Okay. Here's our little canal that I was looking for. And railroad tracks. Now we are over, I don't know what the hell we're over, Warrington? Yeah. The town of Warrington, which I've never heard of. Like a red car that was zooming around on that roundabout there. Whole bunch of stuff being built over here. Wonder if it's like the US and Amazon warehouses are popping up every 3 feet. Alright, so not this industrial area here, or at least what looks like an industrial area. But I'm gonna go north of that, up in this area, and that's gonna be our goat cart track. And we're also gonna see this weird bent paperclip horse track that should be in view by now. Maybe right here? Yeah, might be right there. Back out into farmland. Got a really yellow something happening up here. Alright. I think that is our weird horse track. And then our go-kart track is right there. So we literally just went straight north from Oulton. And that's where it was. But, yeah, look at this place. I do not understand, but I guess it's easier to fit it in areas like that. Makes for a good airport. You can just land right there. Actually, is that an airport? It is an airport. There's an airplane down there. Okay, well, wasn't expecting that, but and here's our go-kart track. Three Sisters, which is it's in a forest here, or woods. But looks like they've got a bunch of different layouts. We've got a little Nazareth going on there with a little gateway, and then all the other configurations. So now let's head to the west. Alright, so straight west of here. And possibly not that far is going to be Aintree, which was at one time a larger track, and I have no idea if they actually do anything fast here now. It's probably more of a club track. But never knew this one existed at any point, even though it did hold, I believe it said it held British Grand Prix in the 50s, but they were kind of racing on everything and anything back then. Out here. Just been doing a big old loop around Liverpool. We'll go ahead and head over the city and see what it looks like. Check out the couple of soccer fields. Alright, where are you at, track? I feel like we're too far north, but it's kind of right up on the edge of all this. It is a little bit further south than the go-kart track, so let's just head this way. Try to spot some sort of alright, so yeah, I think we're headed in the right direction. I think it's right actually in front of us now. It's this little triangle shape. Right there. All right, at the edge. There's our racetrack. Aintree, 55 to 64. It was probably used most because it looks like the configuration got cut off from a Grand Prix to the club circuit in 65. So the club circuit is on this side. The Grand Prix circuit used the rest of the area. And here is the club circuit, which just kind of does this reduced lime rock looking thing. Looks like it's really flat. The old circuit used to come up here and around this grassed area, but now it's just this. And to me, I don't think there's a whole lot going on there other than people randomly getting in cars, but I don't think it's used for too much racing, but I haven't really done that much research on it. And it doesn't really look like there's much of a paddock anywhere anyways, so yeah, one that I really had no idea about. And Liverpool. Got a couple of soccer stadiums over here. Let's head that way. It's just crazy to me how close these two stadiums are. Now, obviously, Everton building a new one over on the waterfront. Turn a bit too much. Yeah, here is Liverpool area, and there is their stadium and Everton Stadium. Practically neighbors. That place is massive, though. Alright, well, now we gotta find an airport to land at. I really don't know where an airport is, so let's hop in the cockpit and go nearest. Okay, I think a 7,000 foot runway will do us just fine. Direct and enter, activate, nav. Yeah, nav. You gonna turn me there? Not gonna turn me there. Why are you not turning me there? Alright, well, I at least know where it is. We're just gonna fly out, turn left, land. We're gonna have way too much runway for what we need. Let's take another look at the city. All AI, except for the stadiums which were built, and there might be a couple other buildings built around here, but everything else looks to be AI generated. That is back where we were on our Wales trip. that is where we're going to go land. So let's back the speed down a bit. Let's drop to 1,000. Line ourselves up. Yeah, definitely don't need all that runway, but let's go autopilot off. And get our view back to normal. Probably land on the ramp. Alright. Need to start dropping altitude. We're still at 1,200. $950, $920. There we go. Right about where we need to be. Level off. Slow it down a little bit more. Flaps out just to get the nose to go up a bit more. We're a little low, but it's fine. We got all funky there with our flaps. God, we're gonna have to taxi for a year to get over to that ramp. Definitely made for big planes. We might drop this down really hard. No. Oh, it hung. A little rough. We're down. Can we get stopped for this first taxiway? Is this a taxiway? Where? I see signs. Oh, we gotta make a hard left. Well, we're a small plane. I think we can do that. I'm definitely not taxiing all the way down to the end of the runway. All right. We will go park over here, and that was a nice little short flight, and we got 3 tracks. One we know well, the other 2 we had no idea about until we started researching for this flight. And yeah, now I think we will head probably down to Donington and Silverstone. We'll see. I probably shouldn't be parking at the opening, but we're about to escape out of the game. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one. And if you got any info on those tracks, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.